Yes, definitely. So the difference between recruiting a student from another institution, even universities and so on, and We Think Code, the difference has been remarkable. Roger arrived here armed with a lot of knowledge, and it was evident that at We Think Code, the students have to do a lot of research themselves. They're not spoon-fed the information, which is really, really important in the workplace because there's no time to necessarily always spoon-feed.
So what I've noticed about Roger is that when he's dedicated towards work and he's got a target ahead of him, he's very, very focused on reaching that goal. And I believe that he's very professional and a hard worker, and he always does his very best to meet his deadlines.
Cool.
This might be funny, but Roger thinks in objects, and he thinks on the spot while programming. He understands and he carries you along, unlike I like to plan it and think, but it takes me a while, think about it, but on the spot you see what's going on, and that I admire about it.
I would have to say, I don't know, nearly impossible, but fun. Always interesting, always fun, I would say.
Okay, so Roger is determined, which means he wants to do something very much, and he doesn't allow anything or any difficulties to stop him from doing something. Okay. Intelligent, he has the ability to grasp a concept fast and apply himself with ease. Okay? And witty, which he's clever and he's humorous at the same time.
I would say Roger's very flexible. He's ready to do anything. You give him any challenge and he's happy to do it. He also grasps concepts very quickly. You explain something once, he hits the ground running. And lastly, I think he collaborates well with the team.
So if I'm allowed to go in third person, Roger is a very curious and very motivated person. I'm very innovative. So I love using my brain. I feel like my brain is one of the most powerful tools. An internship at Tourvest wasn't what I expected because it's also a corporate environment. I've never been employed before, so I feel like it was a nice and new experience for me, and I kind of liked it. It was pretty cool. The transition for someone like me who hasn't worked before from like a self-taught school where it's peer-to-peer learning into like a more structured environment with rules and everything, it was kind of hard because I'm not used to that, but it was kind of also fun learning and gaining this experience and knowledge. It was a really nice culture. Like I haven't seen anything like this in most workspaces where a person has to hold the door for you when you leave, and it's all out of common courtesy. So it was really fun. Like everyone is friendly, and it was pretty cool. It was a really cool and nice 9. I was part of a really cool project called the Itinerary Builder, where people who want to travel to South Africa can like view their itineraries in a sort of a digital format where their whole itinerary is sort of outlined and everything is as detailed as possible about their itinerary. It was pretty cool, and I learned a lot from that. Not fully, because I have like a year's worth of programming experience, so they were a bit higher than my experience because I found out they were using very high-end database structures and so on, and it was a cool learning curve for me to kind of get into, be part of that environment. Good? That would be an 8. 8, 9. For the first time I started learning Cold Fusion because the company uses Cold Fusion by Adobe, and did a lot of JavaScript as well. Learned a bit of TypeScript from a different project that was on the pipeline. So that's basically the tech stack I was using, including a bit of SQL. Well, a lot of SQL, but in my side, a bit of SQL. Teamwork makes the dream work. Well, in We Think Code, we did a Scrum course, which was pretty cool because when I got here, I found that like the same sort of methodology is applied in this environment, and it was very effective. So for me, I feel like that part of We Think Code, and also the ability to do research on your own, that was very much useful for me in this environment when I got here. My biggest takeaway was since I haven't been employed before, for me it was the handling yourself, how you handle yourself in a corporate environment, how things work in a corporate environment. I feel like that was the biggest takeaway for me, and if I come back, that would be very useful, or if I go to any other corporate environment, that would be very useful for me, the knowledge applied in a corporate environment. That's what I want the video to show.